some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon
Don't really want to get up and get out of bed.
Ready to go with the controls. Let's play.
Yeah. I get up and get out of bed. I don't really want to work out. I work out. I really don't want to hammer on a project. I hammer on the project. Now, as an overall rule, I do not like procrastination. You need to get things done. But if you are going to rest, that is one thing that you should procrastinate on. That's the one thing I want you to put off until tomorrow. Now, these could be signals that you need some time off. And those signals might be right. They could
Caleb
be correct.
Sturgis now
But
to do the honors and get us started.
don't take
and
today
off we
off.
go in Madden Ultimate Team. It's a short kick, taking it to 15.
Don't give in to the immediate gratification that is whispering in your ear. Shut that down. Do not listen to that little voice. Instead, go through the motions. Lift the weights, sprint the hill, work on the project, get out of bed.
He's not going anywhere to start the night.
You only have 24 hours in a day. Your success is dependent upon how you use the 24. You gotta hear me. People talk about Oprah Winfrey, Ted Turner, Warren Buffett. Listen to me. I don't care how much money you make. You only get 24 hours in a day. And the difference between Oprah and the person that's broke is Oprah uses her 24 hours wisely. That's it. Listen to me. That's it. You get 24. I don't care if you broke, you grew up broke. I don't care if you grew up rich. I don't care if you're in college, you're not in college. You only get 24 hours. And I blew up literally. I went from being a high school dropout to selling 6,000 books in less than 6 months. What happened? My 24 hours. I was like, okay, Eric, you got to get a grip on your 24 hours because you're about to be broke for the rest of your life. And that's all I need you to do for me. I can tell you all about your life if you just write down your 24-hour schedule for me. You let me look at it. I can tell you where you're going to be in 5 years. I can tell you where you're going to be in 10 years. I can tell you where you're going to be in 20 years if you keep that schedule.
Now to punt this one away.
I had a teacher in 8th grade. 8th grade tell me I wasn't going to make it in high school. 8th grade, I had a teacher telling me that foolishness. And what did I do? I proved them right.
And he did get it
I
back,
went to high school wilding out.
So no
9th grade year, wilded out so bad that school kicked me out. They was like, we can't even take this no more. Kick you out. Go to another school. I completely flunked that. Go to a 3rd school and finally begin to get my act together. I'm proving everybody who did not believe in me right, and the few people who did believe in me, I'm proving them wrong. Again, we're dealing with, it matters of the heart now. A lot of times we behave in the way we behave because we don't feel like we got worth of value. We don't really recognize the heritage of who we are and what we can do. So we just on that, I'm just going to do whatever and get a couple laughs. But when you recognize how great you are, when you recognize that champion that's inside you, you'll say, you know what, I got more to give. There's more to life than this right here. I deserve better. You deserve better. And then you'll say, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to prove everybody who didn't believe in me wrong. And the few people who do believe in me, I'm going to prove them right. And when you do that, everything inside your life changes. I just start saying, before I make decisions, I just start saying, okay, is this going to make my mama proud or all the people that's hating on me? Is this going to make them say, see, I told you.
Your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now,
I'm in India speaking. I found out the culture in India, there in Bangalore where I was, have the highest suicide rate. Because if these kids do not do well in high school, they know they won't go to college, and they know for the rest of their lives they'll end up in poverty. And they said, I'd rather die than be in poverty.
And he's going to be brought down.
That's what you call desperation.
His own 6-yard line.
But you going to settle for whatever the world gives you?
In there to make the sack.
You going to settle for living how your mom and dad live now? I'm telling y'all, my young friends, you ain't got to settle for that.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
Most people think that the people that are at a very high level in society are cut from a different cloth. They think that they're literally a different breed than them, and that they can't get those things. So that's kind of interesting, right? And it's always kind of a shocker to have the myth of that person burst. But see, here's the thing. Although we're not cut from a different cloth, the fact that I mastered consistency is the difference. And most people will never do that.
It's always a good play when you're able
No one wants you to succeed, right? Only your mom. And even your mom doesn't want you to succeed because she's afraid you're not going to call her back.
Now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver makes
Your brain doesn't want you to be a big success. Your brain just wants to keep you alive. All your brain wants you to do is just pump out 1 or 2 kids so the DNA can continue on. That's it.
could be some jeopardy.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field
Your brain will
position.
trick you.
Here's third
You are
and
your own
goal.
worst enemy. I know that if I fail to do that, I am not instilling those habits that's going to have a big picture long-term goal.
Hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Dudes, talent is overrated, homie.
All the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had
There's no price too great for me.
just unable to
There's nothing too great.
in the end
I would
zone,
die
a big-time drive.
for my dreams. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to risk it. There's nothing too great. There's no amount that I'm not willing to go.
The offense stays
You
out
can accomplish anything you want,
there.
man,
Big challenge
if you're willing to do
this
it,
far back,
right?
they're
But again,
going
you'll
for
realize
it
that
on
what you
4th
think
and
you are is
goal.
not what you are. You become something else. You literally become something else. If you want to be someone who's tireless, you cannot be tired down. You'll become something else. So you don't have those limitations a normal human being has. You don't have that. Because you become something else. You become something that embodies certain things that you're trying to move forward. You'll go to any length. So you're not going to get tired. Because dude, at that point, you have God on your side. That's not even you anymore, dude. Vegas, like, you know how? What I do is I focus on maybe 1 or 2 or 3 things at a time, and then I just do it. And then I get that done, and then I do the next thing. And then I get that done, and then I do the next thing. No one's gonna put you on. You have to put yourself on. No one's gonna put you on. So you make that choice. You just do your small tasks and you do it. But see, no one wants to hear that. Success is about just quiet, little actions. Getting rid of anything that's unnecessary. Success is like a quiet, daily set of tasks. Real small. Real small. It's very quiet. It's a very quiet process where you're just drawing your state from within yourself, doing these like simple little tasks, but finding love in those simple little tasks. It's not this big rah-rah speech where you do this one thing and something big happens. I'm tired. I don't want to do it. And I got a million reasons not to do it. But what I do is I make the choice that I say, if I can't make myself go do this, how am I going to live my dreams?
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off.
I found that if I miss one day, I'll miss
That
every
one fell
day.
incomplete after being tipped in the air, but I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice, because what we were always taught,
wondering what the
any
next
ball
step in
like
life
that,
is.
if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually
I say
tip it
life's
up,
a little bit like a
then that's an
maze,
error
you
on
know?
your part, because
So
now
you
you've
walk
given
down
hope to
one
the
hallway
offense,
and try to open
maybe
the
help
door.
create a big play for them,
You
instead
don't know
of
if
going
it's a
up
dead
and
end
either
or not.
intercepting it
And
or
people are
knocking
trying
it
to
down.
sit back,
I ran many
and
a
that's where
stadium step
procrastination
for
comes
my
in.
errors.
And look real
Now
far down
Rodgers.
the hallway. And I'm like, just walk.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going
Wait,
to be
okay, listen.
caught.
The number
They
one
do get
skill
9, but
to
it leads to
finally
4th
succeed as an
down.
entrepreneur,
They
as an
didn't
online
get the
marketer, I
first
want to give
down,
it to
but
you
I have
right
to
now.
say,
You ready?
I do like the
The
call.
number one
I
skill.
like what they were trying to
Here
do.
we go.
Try and hit your
It
receiver
is
on
the
the run
ability
and see
to
if he can
sell
pick
through
it
the art
up.
of the
Keep
written
it on his
word.
feet,
I have
get a
a
little rack
free course
yardage.
for you right here.
Yeah,
Click
but a
this
nice
link.
job defensively to
Free,
get to him and
absolute
keep him
amazing
short of
stuff
the first.
that'll show you how to sell anything. Digital products, e-commerce, affiliate marketing,
So
list
here's the kicker,
building,
Caleb
coaching,
Sturgis
consulting,
on to
network
try the
marketing,
field
MLM.
goal.
I don't care.
From the right hash,
You've
from
got to
even
be able to
40
sell through the art of
yards
the written
out.
word. And I got a
Oh,
5-step
and
system,
Sturgis
and I'm going
hung
to give it
that
all
one
away
out
for
to
free
the
right now.
right.
Just click this
Off
link
the
right
mark,
here.
it's
Click
no
the next
good,
page.
and
Do
this
this.
will remain
I
a
don't-
scoreless game.
It looked good when it left his
Small
foot, but he kind of
and steady
sliced it a little
wins
bit, and he
the
winds up
race.
missing it wide right.
What's the fastest way to change your life? For me, I think it's understanding how to set up daily routines with alternating brain and body training and killing procrastination.
The little win with your family when you feel like watching TV sets you up for another win the next day. A little win of getting up at 5 o'clock and running your morning routine sets you up for a habit of a 5 a.m. club morning routine. Small daily improvements over time will lead you to stunning results.
And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches.
It comes down to this. I think you have to work hard. Like, just so everybody knows, we haven't gotten into this subject yet. Working hard is the cost of entry to anything. You know 0 people that are successful that don't work their face off. You know 0 people. Now, they may have money because mommy and daddy made money and gave it to them. But people that actually built their own success, you know 0 people that have had success.
Success. I think it's hunger. It's
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
A hunger to grow, a hunger to serve, a hunger to give.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Most people are hungry until they make a certain amount of money and then they get
And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves? Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
On what to stop, what to start. What's the first thing they would tell you to be or do?
You just step back right now and think about who we all admire in the world, right? They're all people that
and big problems getting the play out, obviously. This will be a delay.
There are people that shot 10,000 basketballs every morning. It's always that. It's always that. 99% of the people right now that are listening to this are playing in the middle. They're playing in a game that was
one man in the backfield, Elliott.
They fear,
to throw is Rodgers, eluding the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I gotta give some credit there. Able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Rodgers now to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch?
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game.
Help you with is it helps you get things done. And when you get things done, when
so the offense has it first and 10.
You have more success. If you have more success, and sometimes a big part of success is just not being
on
lazy,
first and 10. Here's Rodgers.
Like
they'll set up the screen to Elliott. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And so the benefit of discipline.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Those days when I'm tired or worn out or just basically sick of the grind.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
I
And again, it's Rodgers. Johnson with a completion over the middle. Losing 6 yards there to bring up 4.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And when you can find that out, I promise.
And how about this, a fake? A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter.
This is kind of hard to understand, but sometimes you can try so hard at something.
They'll come out in the pistol.
So prepared.
Johnson on the counter.
Still fail.
And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game. This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Here's the option going right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Their mobile, agile quarterback. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 4.